Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to our HTML training session. Today we will talk about HTML attributes. So, what is an HTML attribute? Attributes are extra information that you to add an HTML tag to provide additional details to the web browser about that tag. For example, if you have an image, you can use attributes to tell the browser where to find the image file, what to display if the image file to load, and specify the image width and height. Let's look at an example. Here, you can see an image tag. Inside the image tag, we have several attributes like src attributes specify the file path of the image. The alt attributes contain text. In this case, example image. The width attribute is set to 300. The height attribute is set to 200. So friends, if we want to display an image on our web page, we use the image elements. The src attribute defines the file path of the image. For instance, here given link like this, you can see image elements and source attribute, alternative attribute. Here I open my code editor. How it works? If you remove the .jpg extension from the file path, the image will disappear and the alt text example image will be displayed instead. If I change it an example, then you can see an example display here. If you change the width attributes to 400, the image width will be adjusted accordingly. Similarly, changing the height attribute will modify the height of the image. You can see image height 500 pixel. Now, let's discuss common attributes. HTML elements support many attributes, each serving a specified purpose. For example, ID. This provides a unique identity to an element, often used for styling or scripting. Then class. This is used to assign a class name to an element, which can also be utilized for styling or grouping elements. The elements is used to styling multiple elements in the same way. Then SRC attributes. The SRC attributes specify the URL of a resource, such as an image, video, or script. Similarly, the href attributes contain the URL of a link. When clicked, it navigates to the specified URL. The alt attributes provide alternative text for an image. If it cannot be displayed, then the title attribute provides extra information about the element. Display as a tooltip when you hover over it. Now, the style attribute allow inline styling of an element. The hidden attribute is used to hide an element from the display. Then, the tab index attribute define the order of elements when navigation with the keyword. The type attribute specify the type of input for elements. The placeholder attribute display text in an input field when it is empty. In the examples we discussed, we saw how width and height are used for image and video. The width attribute set the width of the elements, while the height attribute set the height. Then disable. Disable an elements making it unclickable. Now, HTML attributes example document. I will open my code editor. You can see the ID attribute is used like this. First div and inside div ID header, then content header content. And then the class attribute can be used like this, like paragraph and class intro. Inside text is like this. Similarly for multiple elements, the SRC attribute is applied in the same way. Here you can see a link like this. Display here widget example. Using the style attributes, you can directly style elements, such as changing the color of a paragraph This is demonstrated in example where the text color changing according to the applied style. The given text has a color assigned. As you can see here, for example, this is the text with the assigned color. Now, if I change the color to yellow, the text color will immediately update to yellow. This demonstrates how we can use the style attribute for inline styling. Here, you can see the input field where the type is set to text and a placeholder is provided as enter your name. You can see this placeholder text appearing in the input field. Similarly, there another field with a placeholder showing enter your password. Placeholders are helpful for giving hint to the user about what is input in a field. When you click on the input field and start typing, the placeholder text is disappears. There are two input fields here. One with type text where you can enter plain text and another with type password for the password field. Whatever you type will be displayed as a dot for security purpose. Next, observe the checkbox example. When you click on the checkbox, it shows a select with a blue tick. Now, let's move on to link. For instance, if I change the text of a link to widget link, the text displayed will be updated accordingly. Similarly, changes can be made to image. If you modify the associate attributes, the display image will update. In the case of class such as dot intro, if I remove the dot, the green color style applied to elements with the intro class will no longer work. Adding the dot again ensures the class style are applied correctly to all elements with that class. For example, if I change the color of the intro class to red, all associated elements will instantly reflect the red color style. For ID, the hash symbol is used to define a specific style. If the hash symbol is missing, the ID specified style will not apply. For example, if I change the background color of the elements with an ID to light green, the new color will apply as expected. This is how we use various HTML attributes effectively. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment. Keep smiling and happy coding. Thank you.